author of the book, Shri Rakesh Sood, Shri Shyam Saran, Shri Rajamohan, Shri Manpreet Sethi, Shri Shekhar Gupta, Chairman and President of the Observer Research Foundation, Shri Samir Saran, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I am extremely happy to be here with you all, to be associated with the release of the book Nuclear Order in the 21st Century, authored by Shri Rakesh Sood. I have had long association with Rakesh from the days when he was serving in different capacities in various Indian missions abroad, and then as Indian ambassador to Afghanistan, Nepal, and France. He has in-depth knowledge of India's foreign policy, its economic dimensions, and regional and international security issues. After retirement, he served as special envoy to the Prime Minister on matters relating to disarmament. This publication, ladies and gentlemen, could not have come at a more opportune time, because once again the world is becoming increasingly concerned about growing nuclear risks. The existing nuclear order is coming under strain. Some of the old arms control agreements are being consigned to history. Many countries are modernizing their nuclear arsenals with tactical and low-yield weapons, increasing the likelihood of their use. The goal of nuclear disarmament seems to be receding. Nuclear deterrence theories developed to address the USSR Cold War rivalry are being redefined by strategic thinkers. In a world grappling with the threats of rising nationalism, extremism, and terrorism. Just as the political dynamics of the 21st century have changed dramatically compared to the Cold War era, so has the technological arena. Nuclear science and technology have matured over the last 70 years and are easier to access and acquire. This, ladies and gentlemen, generates new proliferation risks and challenges. Moreover, new uncertainties are being created thanks to developments in artificial intelligence and the growing space and cyber vulnerabilities. Many leaders are concerned that these lead to greater unpredictability and compress the timelines for decision making. It can lead to unintended escalation, increasing the likelihood of a nuclear strike, something the world has not seen since 1945. This publication stresses that if we want to ensure that nuclear weapons do not get used, then we need to create a new nuclear order, an order that is more aligned to the new political and technological landscapes. The power equations of the 21st century are very different from those during the Cold War. Multipolarity has become a reality in the global economy but the political structures have yet to overcome the inertia of outmoded thinking. That's why it is often said that the hardest thing to change is the human mind. It is quite natural that an Indian think tank, the Observer Research Foundation, has taken the initiative for this publication because we understand instinctively that a new nuclear order will not be shaped by the Cold War prescription. In many ways, India is a sui generis nuclear weapon state. It is a reluctant nuclear weapon state, unlike others that began their nuclear quest with a military rationale. India is the only country that had an extensive and advanced peaceful nuclear program before we were compelled to shift in response to security threats, and the only one that exercised nearly a quarter century of restraint after having demonstrated its technical capabilities. This is why we decided to base our nuclear doctrine on a credible minimum deterrent, and successive governments have also reiterated India's commitment to a no first use policy. Nuclear stability, ladies and gentlemen, requires the establishment of clear red lines and predictability to reinforce deterrence. Our doctrinal approach has accordingly reflected a degree of continuity. The special waiver given to India by the Nuclear Suppliers Group in 2008 is a clear acknowledgement of our impeccable non-proliferation credentials and our responsible posture. It's a matter of deep personal satisfaction that the government over which I presided was able to bring the long negotiations with the United States and other major powers to a satisfactory conclusion that has enabled India to conclude over a dozen agreements for civilian nuclear commerce and cooperation during the last decade. The Cold War nuclear order was shaped by the rivalry of two nuclear superpowers, the United States and the then Soviet Union, their nuclear parity and mutual vulnerability. Today's nuclear age is best described as an age of asymmetry. Asymmetry in terms of doctrines, arsenals, and technology. That is why the most important challenge today is to ensure that the nuclear taboo that has prevented its use since 1945 continues to be preserved. The contributors to this publication offer different perspectives on today's challenges, but they share a common objective on the need for discussion and dialogue on what is one of the most critical global challenges facing us today, managing nuclear risks and preventing nuclear annihilation, even as countries rely on nuclear weapons for deterrence and security. This book is a useful resource for both academics and practitioners and a useful contribution to the dialogue process. I have great pleasure in being present here to release this book. Thank you very much.